Welcome back to another Habs Nation video with the hockey coach, Coach Frenchy. Today on this episode, we want to talk about the Montreal Canadiens news and the preview game between the Minnesota Wild and the Montreal Canadiens. First of all, my first news of the day is about the players Kirby Dach. We just heard from its friend reporter around the Montreal Canadiens. It's possible Dach could be out for the rest of the season after an injury against the Chicago Blackhawks when he got hit by the big defenseman Gerard Denordi. This is a really bad news for the Montreal Canadiens because Kirby Dach played solid hockey since the beginning of the season, not only on the regular season, but prior to that, during the preseason. Dach, for me, was the best player for the Montreal Canadiens with his consistency every single game he played for the Habs. My second news is about the head coach, Martin Saint-Louis. He heard about the news from his staff mid-call about Kirby Dach. He wants to see positive. He said, look, the only team care about Kirby Dach is us. The rest of the league does not really care. For this moment, we have to keep going on with the season and we have to push harder. Of course, it will open up some opportunity to other players. We know we have some other players can take some spot in the lineup for the Montreal Canadiens, and we need to stay positive. I don't want to be negative about this. This is a part of the game, and we have to move forward. My third news of the day is about now Martin Saint-Louis with the new lines. Because of the departure of Kirby Dach possible for the rest of the season, again in Minnesota Wild, Martin Saint-Louis is going to use new line, and I'm talking about the fact like RHP is going to be played on the first line with Suzuki and Caulfield, following by Anderson go now from first line to second line. Newhook now play from the winger to the center, take the spot of Kirby Dach. The third line stay with Monahan between Gallagher and Pearson. And finally, Michael Pessoa is going to play his first game with the Montreal Canadiens this season, play winger with Jake Evans, center, and Jesse Allonen. On the power play, Anderson take the spot of Kirby Dach on unit 1. And now for the unit number 2 to take the spot at Anderson, it's Pearson and RHP split on the ice during the practice for the power play number 2 for the Montreal Canadiens. We already see the impact of the Kirby Dach, only one player out of the lineup, and we can see those kind of modifications by the head coach Martin Saint-Louis. The another news we want to talk about, guys, is Juraj Slavkovsky. Why Juraj Slavkovsky? Because since he played with Kirby Dach this year, in my opinion, his best hockey with the Montreal Canadiens. And remember, last year, when he was playing his best game, it was with Sean Monahan until he got hurt. After that, Slavkovsky struggled. That's another bad news for Slavkovsky because with Kirby Dach this year, he played maybe his best hockey now with the Montreal Canadiens. And again, he lost his center, Kirby Dach, and now he had to play with Anderson and Newhook. Hopefully, he will consistently performing the way he did since the beginning of the season 2023-2024. And finally, my last news of the day is about the Montreal Canadiens prospect. Two other bad news is, first of all, David Rebacker, after he got hurt during the weekend, is out for a period between 1 to 3 weeks with the HC Culloden after he collided on the board behind the net. And finally, from the Laval Rocket, Emil Henneman is out indefinitely with an upper body. This is the second year Henneman got hurt inside of the Montreal Canadiens organization. This concludes my first subject of the day. I would like to hear from you. Leave us a comment about the Kirby Dach injury. Let's move on for my second subject of the day. My second subject of the day is about the preview game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Minnesota Wild. The Wild are in town, and we know they play already 2 games in the beginning of the season. Their record is 1-1-0. They beat the Florida Panthers 2-0 at the home opener, but unfortunately on the road, they lost by the score 7-4 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. For the Montreal Canadiens, 1-0-1. They beat the Chicago Blackhawks last game at 3-2 at the home, and their opening season 2023, they lost by the score 6-5 on the shootout against the Toronto Maple Leafs. If Montreal Canadiens have the bad news with Kirby Dach out, the Minnesota Wild right now, they are play without Jared Spurgeon and Matt Boldy. Both of them are day-to-days for the Wild, and the fact like Boldy is out could help the Montreal Canadiens have a better chance to beat the Minnesota Wild. Is it the last game of Marc-André Fleury against the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center? We don't know, but one thing we know, Fleury could be the starter for the Wild tonight, and is possible play his last season in the NHL, and we know the Minnesota Wild are not going to play against the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center for this season, so it could become the last game of Marc-André Fleury against the Montreal Canadiens at the Bell Center. Finally, the Minnesota Wild have two rookies for this season. Marco Rossi played third center with the Wild, and the defenseman Brock Faber is another rookie for the Wild. But they still have Kaprizov and Zuccarello play on the first line with Ryan Hartman. One thing we know about the Minnesota Wild, they are a team to use big forechecker when they play against opening team in NHL, and they still have those kind of players like Marcus Foligno, Duhaime. Pat Maroon now play with the Minnesota Wild this year, and the two-way center Eriksson AK. This could be a problem for Montreal Canadiens. We know they always struggle with a team use two forechecker against them. My prediction of the game tonight, Minnesota 3 and the Montreal Canadiens 2. I would like to hear from you guys. Give me your prediction of the game between the Minnesota Wild and the Montreal Canadiens. That concludes all the subject we have on this episode. Thanks for watching another Habs Nation video with the hockey coach Guru Coach Frenchy. But before we leave, we invite you, please don't forget to click on the like, subscribe to the Hockey Nation Live Show, and leave us a comment about this episode. And of course, we want to remind you, you have greatness inside of you, and we wish you an amazing, great, blessed day, everybody.